Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV. We can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Olympia Expedition jacket available at RevZilla.com. To my left, I have my main man, High-Vis Brian, in the brand new Olympian Expedition jacket. And in the past, we've seen the Olympian Nomad. Olympia said, nope, we're blowing that away, we're doing the Expedition, and we're updating a bunch of things. So if we look at it, there's a lot going on here. It's an investment in a true four-season jacket. And if we think about the new Olympia line, you're gonna have the MotoQuest, which is 4 seasons in adventure. I look at the Expedition as really 4-season sport and multi-season touring. It's waist length, they've improved some of the styling features on it, and again, they've given you some additional nuances, kind of bringing it into the next generation from Olympia. And you're really gonna see that represented with some of the logoing and styling. There's a newly refined drop seat on this jacket. And again, one of the things that they found that people have really gravitated towards is the removable waterproof breathable liner here on the Expedition can now be worn inside or stowed and worn outside of the jacket as rain gear. So again, they're giving you that flexibility and it has some high vis on it as well. 3 colors available. You're looking at fatigue gray, which is one of my favorite new colors from them. There's an ivory, and there's also going to be a high-vis black, which we know and love because high-vis they were one of the first guys to do high-vis for the American moto market. And we're fans. We still think it fits an American style. If we look at it, it's contemporary. It's a little bit more conservative than some of its European brethren, but again, it's making strides further forward and becoming a bit more polished. Now, some of the other basics here. CE rated motion flex armor in the shoulders as well as the armor, and you're going to get a CE level 1 back protector that you can upgrade it to if you like. And remember, fully removable waterproof breathable liner, fully removable thermal full sleeve liner, and then the other piece that makes this truly 4-season, you're going to see it on the front here, is there's 6 megavent panels. And again, we have the front left completely unzipped. If I did it on the right here, you'd see me break it down just like this, and it comes down like that, and you tuck it in. But again, on the back there's 2 panels. On the front, there's 2 panels, and on the inside of each arm, High-Vis Brian, lift up your left arm there, you're gonna see the panel on this side, again, allowing you to quickly unzip on the fly and get tremendous airflow with the liners out for summertime riding. So for me, in my estimation, that is truly 4-season functionality, and again, you're not breaking the bank either. There's a lot of bang for the buck here. So let's quickly talk about sizing, and then I'm gonna walk through some of the other nuances. High-Vis Brian, always in our videos these days, it's that beard. 6 foot, 195, 42-inch chest. He's going to be wearing a size large from Olympia. And again, he's a little bit more of an athletic build, so he has some range to move here. But if we look at it, it is more of an American cut without being overly baggy. There's 8 inches of adjustability down along the waist. And again, you have the ability to cinch this down, both in the arms, you have it at the waist. Again, there are ways that you're going to be able to make this a little bit more form-fitting. But again, it's not that overly aggressive jockey European cut that we see coming out of, across the pond here and there. Also note that we're going to ship for free over $39 if you're concerned about the sizing. And keep in mind, I'd love to hear your gut reaction on the new Olympia Expedition. Click right there, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV, click that logo, leave me your comments, your questions, and your feedback on the new Expedition on our YouTube channel. Now, diving back into the jacket, let's walk through some of the nuances here. Notice at the collar, we see that neoprene roll that they do so well. It's not going to chafe. Also, a nice big TPR at the collar with your male Velcro on the top, and it's going to sit nicely underneath that collar neoprene line. If we look at the outer shell, I glanced over it earlier, but I want to call this out. 500D Invista Cordura, the good stuff, throughout the main shell, and then you're going to see it here along the shoulders and down the impact areas, especially on the back side of the arms and sleeves here. That's going to be 2000D Invista Cordura. That's the real stuff, 2000 denier. They're using one of the highest denier fabrics that we see from any manufacturer. And again, that's been one of the things they've hung their hat on in recent times. Moving back to the front of the jacket, nice big pulls. You see I have my megavent panel system down here. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to basically do it up one more time, show you how quickly that works. Notice it's integrated with pockets. Notice how quickly that closed, and it cuts off all that airflow. Moving down, you're going to see there are basic hand warmer pockets down here along the side. And if we get into the sleeve, you're going to see there's your megavent panel right along the bicep. That megavent panel lives right there. I have the other one undone. I'm not going to undo that one. And then we showed you that cinch in the crook of the arm here, allowing you to really get it down and put it in a position that you're comfortable with. And then moving down to the side of the arm, notice the outside of your wrist, that lateral side is going to be where this comes into play. And if I start to roll it back, you're going to see 2 things poking out here. We have our thermal liner, which is full sleeved, and then there's that waterproof breathable removable liner that can be worn inside or outside. And notice when you're wearing it on as rain gear on the outside, you do have the safety factor of being high vis. And I can't tell you how important that is. Now, High-Vis Brian, turn and face away from me. If we look at the sleeves, this is one of the things they've updated over the previous Nomad, and they're doing this across the board. You see your Invista Cordura, your 2000D come down and stop here at the bicep area of the shoulder. New Olympia logo that's going to be reflective, again, adding a nice factor here. Moving down, you now have Invista Cordura on top of the sleeve or on top of the elbow, moving all the way down into the forearm area. So again, you have a lot of room to move here. You have a lot of protection, and they've cleaned up the lines here. Now on the back of this jacket, you're also going to see, notice the reflective piping that's coming across from the shoulder blade on down. If I move High-Vis Brian's arm up, also note that there's one more area of adjustability. You have it here along your rib cage or underneath your arm, and then you're also going to have your 8 inches down here along the bottom. Notice that's a massive panel for cinching, and that's going to give you the ability to loosen or tighten it depending on your waistline. Turn backwards for me there, HVB. Looking at the back of this jacket, reflectivity across the top of the collar. Notice it's a high collar, and notice this ripstop inner liner that's poking out. That's going to be fully removable. Looking at the back, I have one of my Mega Vent panels down. Again, I'm going to show you how simple it is to do the other one. Pull this up, pull that panel down. I'm going to do it sloppily here as I just kind of jam it in there. But again, in a pinch, you now have the ability to turn the air conditioning on this jacket. One of the other things too, if you looked at the previous models, like the Nomad, which was a predecessor to the Expedition, you'll see that there was almost a little bit of a taper here on the back of this jacket. It was a little bit of a different line. Olympia has become a little bit stronger. It's a little bit more masculine here by using a block pattern. We think that we like the direction they're going. They've refined the style. Also, look at the back side of this elbow here. That's that Mega Vent panel all the way ratcheted down here and opened up. So again, a tremendous area for ventilation coming through the medial side of the sleeve. The other thing I want to call out is the drop seat. The previous version, the Nomad, did not have this drop seat. They've added this drop seat. So while it's still going to be, in my estimation, a waist-length jacket for sport and sport touring, if you happen to be on something like a BMW, like an ST, and you're in maybe a little bit more of an aggressive position, you get a little bit more of that coverage. 2 jeans loops as well as an 8-inch connection zipper if you want to pair this up with the MotoQuest pants. That would be the 4-season pant that you would tie this to. Come back around to the front for me there, HVB. Now, if we open this up, check out the main connection zipper here. I'm going to zip it down, and as we come down towards the bottom, notice you have a nice big pull that comes across to guard that zipper end, the termination point from scratching your tank. And if we open it up, you're going to see our rain liner. Notice Napoleon pocket, he opens it up. Again, it's what we would expect here. There's the waterproof breathability, and I'm going to show you what happens when I unzip this. Find my zipper here. If I open it up, there's my rain liner. Notice this rain liner has an adjustable collar to it. It has its own reflectivity. It has that high vis throughout, and you're going to see that high vis go all the way down the sleeves. The high visibility comes into play when you wear it over top of the jacket. And they've only added a little bit of additional circumference to it. So this rain jacket maybe fits a half size bigger than it did before, and that's to give you the room to put it on over top of your jacket. The other nice thing you're going to catch in here is this collar. Notice neoprene at the top, but it's also a nice fleecy lining underneath. So if you're sweating, it's warmer. If this is coming in contact with your skin, it's not going to chafe. Moving over here, Napoleon pocket works its way in. Now if I go here and I unzip the rain liner, High-Vis Brian's going to open up the mesh. Notice the cell phone pocket, basic mesh on the inside of the jacket. There's no waterproofing in the outer shell here. Here's your waterproof liner. Coming back, you can bring that back, Brian. Notice it's a dual flap here. It's a rain gutter. Here, I got it. There you go. If we open it up, notice rain gutter system, zipper comes all the way down, and that exposes the inner liner of the rain suit or the rain jacket here. Ripstop, so it's going to be more durable. Nice fleece-lined high collar that you saw before, and here's our thermal. And it's really a low-profile thermal. It's going to be quilted. It's going to be basic. Give you thermal on the body and all the way down the arms. You'll also notice when I unzip this thermal, which is completely removable as well, you could also tie this thermal into the outer shell if you're wearing your rain liner on top. You're on the inside of the rain, you're going to have this mesh. It's not going to stick on the jacket. It's not going to stick to your body. It's going to be comfortable. It's going to promote breathability and again give you that higher quality lining versus some of the lower end jackets that are going to have just that basic waterproofing. So again, fully complete. You're looking at 4-season, removable thermal, removable waterproof breathable liner, Mega Vent panel system for breathability, updated in its design, updated in its protection scheme, giving you the drop seat, and again, updated in its reflective elements. They've done a complete overhaul and taken a nice big step forward. There's 3 colors available, and there's also going to be an Expedition for the ladies as well if you like to ride 2-up, or if you like to ride with your partner on her own bike and you guys like the idea of riding in matching suits. The next step in your journey is to click right here and read other rider reviews of the new Olympia Expedition jacket at RevZilla.com. Remember, you don't have to take my word for it. As always, we'll ship for free for $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.